Now in next 25 minutes, we are going to break 3 leadership rules, and that will make your progress 10 times faster. Not only yours, but everybody in your family, especially your daughters. And with that, I want to start with my daughter. She's my daughter and her birthday is next month. So can I have a clap for her, please? Her birthday is on her 7th year celebrating it. What is special about this photo is, let me share a small story with you. She does horse riding and she did a very good high jump. After that, she came to me and she asked a question. Her question was, am I a good girl? Now please raise hand if you have asked this question to your mom sometime. Just raise hand if you have asked, Mom, am I a good girl? Or your dad or father or your brother or sister, anyone. Please raise hand if you have asked this question. Now, if you have daughters, do they come to you and ask this question? They don't come and ask, am I a good girl? Sometimes they do it, right? The big problem, when my daughter asked me, any guesses what did I answer her? Any ideas? No, I did not do that. I was an evil mother. In fact, my husband has put the most worst photo on the school ID card. So I myself say I look like an evil mother in that ID card. But that story is separate. I did not say she's a good girl. Because I told her, you don't need a certificate from your mother to be a good girl. Today, if you take the certificate from your mother to be a good girl, tomorrow you will ask the certificate from your boyfriend, your husband, your in-laws, your friends, your boss, your manager, and you will try to keep fitting in that frame. You will never ever fit into anyone's frame because every time anybody tries to fit you into that, you are this person. You are a big panda, right? And you are trying to fit into something very, very small, just like that. Small box. Can anyone fit this panda into this one? Not possible, right? So you are a big panda and everyone has their own frame of mind. So if you say your daughters, if you are a good girl, stop saying that because every time you say that, she's trying to fit into your frame. And once she gets used to fitting into that frame, she will fit into everyone's frame and she will lose herself one day. And we all look for the good girl certificate. Entire life, that's what we have done. Looking for good girl certificate. So we have to stop doing it. That's the first rule we have to break today. And there is a syndrome called as a good girl syndrome. We all are brought up with that, especially Asian community, irrespective of which part of the world we come from. We say you girls have to dress up properly, our hair has to be combed properly, you should have to sit in certain way, you have to walk in certain way, you have to eat in certain way. From the beginning, we are put into a frame, always. And that's what is called as a good girl syndrome. Now the next question comes is, if we see the statistics, and I want your attention here, please take photograph if you want to. This is the percentage of employees what we have on the one scale. Entry level is there, the female employees are 46% is there. This is the global data. Senior roles, when it comes to, it reduces to 33%. And when it comes to the CEO level, someone has mentioned how much it is. Less than 20%? It's much less. It's hardly 9%. I think there is some delay with this. So there is hardly 9% CEOs are there. Why do we have this decline? Why do we have this decline? Because we are trying to be good girls. We are trying to do everything what others are expecting and not breaking the rules to do what we want to do. Not only this one, when it comes to the other agenda, the board members, only 28% female are board members. COO, they are much lesser in fact. I mean, this is not working properly, it's quite slow. CEO is 8%, CFO is 20%, and the HRs is 75%, but that is not a good news. Why? Because none of the CHROs become CEO. The most CEO comes from either the sales or the operations background. So having female in CHRO 75 or 80% is not going to help. My another question to all female is here. We talk about the pay disparity. And 75% female are sitting in HR. Why they are not doing something to change that? So we have to wake up and do something for ourselves rather than requesting other gender or anyone else to do it for us. So this is the statistics we have. CHRO is 72%. Now I want all of you to stand up and all male members also to please stand up. And we are going to say this aloud. And I want somebody to record it because anybody who tries to fit in the frame, next time we are going to show them this video. I want you to stand up and say, I'm no more a good girl, I'm a brave girl. So let's do it one time. Please stand up for me. All of you, please. And all male members, please. You can say, I'm no more a brave boy, I'm a kind person. Let's do it. Let's change this narration. So girls, on the count of 1, 2, 3. I'm a good girl. Good girl. I'm a brave girl. Yes. Anytime, please sit down. Anytime if your daughter comes to you for saying, am I a good girl? They say, no, you don't need certificate. Please have a seat. You don't need a certificate. You are a brave girl. Bring your daughters as a brave girl, not as a good girl. This is the first rule we have broken. Now, some good news for male members over here. Male brain is 9% bigger than female brain. Anybody wants to clap for that? We have very less people here, male members, so they are not clapping. But are you ladies happy with this? That male brain is 9% bigger than female brain? No, we are not happy. The good news is that even if we correct the size of the brain, their size is bigger, but the number of neurons are more in female brain compared to male brain. So that means we are more organized and compact than them. So let's clap for us first of all. Now, let's understand how male and female are little different. Male is evolved for hierarchy because they have to go out, they have to fight, they have to hunt. So they have to see who is the leader. They have to find out that. Female, physically we are not so strong. So what was our evolution strategy? Come together, be with each other. And that's the reason we try to fit in, because we want to be liked by others. We always want to be liked by others. And that's the reason we try to fit in. And we care about what other person thinks. And we care about what glasses you are wearing, what hairstyles you are having. We care about each other. But the care has gone beyond our control. So we need to stop doing that and taking care of ourselves. Now, the big difference between male and female is that male think about winning. What does female think about? I want someone to have mic over here and I want to hear it from you. Male thinks about winning. What does female think about? Please raise hand and share your views. What do they think about? Any guesses? I can hear some voice, yeah. Spending, shopping. I have a bit of a sore throat. I was under for last 1 week, so my... Yes. Survival, what else? Acceptance, what else? Perfection. Let me tell you one story. APJ Abdul Kalam, missile man of India, when he was young, he was playing at park with his friends, with his cousin, and suddenly wings started blowing. So his dad was there and his dad told, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. So he was holding it tight. His cousin's mom told him, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. And what happened? Any guesses? His cousin fell down because winning is not losing. Women think about not losing. And that's the biggest difference why in any competition, in anything, male win, because when woman enters any competition, anything, the first thought is in her mind, I should not lose. I should not look the most stupid person over there. Men don't think that. They only think we have to win no matter what happens, I'm going to win this. And that one mindset changes everything. For this, I want you to close your eyes for just 30 seconds with me and follow what I say. Because your brain doesn't understand no. So let's do this experiment. Please close your eyes. Now you can imagine anything other than what I say. There is a beautiful green grass at the shore and its wind is blowing and some trees are there and little beautiful hut is there. And from the far away there is a little cute, cuddling elephant baby is running and she's chasing birds and she's running around her mother and she fell down. And then she ran to her mom and she's hiding behind her. Please open your eyes. How many of you saw elephant? All of you. I told you can think of anything but not the elephant. Your brain doesn't understand no. So if you say, I don't want to be late, okay, you want to get late. I don't want to be fired, you will be fired. Say what you want, don't say what you don't want. And this is so important, I'll repeat it one more time. Say what you want. Don't say what you don't want because your brain doesn't understand no. So winning is not as losing. Now I want the mic to be there in the audience and please tell me what is the difference in male and female? What is the difference do you feel? One of the differences they think of winning, we think of not losing. What are the other differences? Just think of it. Yes, please. And it's
I think it starts quite early on the playground actually. A boy climbs up a slide or a tree and we say, oh cool, you know, jump. And to a girl, we as parents would rather say, oh be careful, you know, don't step on that ladder, you know, don't be careful. And this is not out of bad intent. But we tell boys to jump and we tell girls to be careful. So I would love all of us to tell girls to jump.
Yes, and be brave. Like I remember when I was learning, I did not learn cycle because I couldn't push myself because of my weight. So I directly learned scooter and my dad was scared. And he told my mom if she breaks her legs and hand, no one will marry her. And my mom, she did not know prosthetics. So she said it's okay if it breaks, we'll put the plastic one. So that was her answer. We have to make our girls more brave. And boys a little bit kind. Anyone else wants to share what difference do you feel? No differences? You think they all are the same? Yes. Yeah.
While man, we cannot sign a paper without talking with him. And this is a part.
Yeah, that's a big difference. So let's see what science says the difference between male and female. Male think about winning, male think about they are better than others and how to be better than others. Their brain is always thinking about social hierarchy. Am I the boss here? Am I the cool guy here? Focus on the end result. They don't care what's happening in the process, they mainly focus on the end result because imagine they are out for hunting. They don't care how much hurdles are there, they have to feed their children, so they have to go and hunt. No matter by hook or crook, they have to find some catch over there. Looks for the gap, bond in the game. So if two people are fighting in your team and they are male, just send them to a football match. Provided they don't support opposite teams, fix the problem. They are friends. And they are not bad. They were out in the field 7 million years. Their brain is configured like that. When they are hunting and saber-tooth tiger is chasing them, they don't have time to sit and chit-chat and read everyone's expression. They have to take quick decision and do the things. So that's what they want to see. Fix the problem and see the result. In place of that, female thinks not to lose, be perfectionist. One of the speakers have mentioned that one. Focus on continuous improvement. She is never happy with the way things are. She always wants to make it better. She looks for agreement. She doesn't look for I should be winning and everyone else lose it. She doesn't look for that. Bond in conversation and express and explore. They don't want the solution. They want to discuss it. They just want to express it. Why it is important to understand? Because male and female are different neurologically. It is designed by evolution of 7 million years. We cannot change it overnight. So the faster we understand, the faster we accept our leadership style. Now, when it comes to corporate world, who do you think takes more risk, male or female? Male takes more risk. Why female don't take risk? Yes, because they are thinking about their tribe. Do I have enough food for them? Do I have enough resources for them? That's the thought running in their mind. So when it comes to risk, this is so important. Male brain thinks about physical, financial and growth. So they want to see, am I making more money with that? Is my company growing with this one? Can I enter into the new market? Can I launch the new product? Their brain is thinking that. In place of them, female brain thinks about people, safety, environment, is it sustainable or not? Is my people, those who are working in operations, they are safe or not? So they are always thinking about it. So no wonder why they are more inclined towards HR than the operations. Now in the time of crisis, who takes more risk? Male or female? During the time of crisis, the risk-taking capacity of male doubles down. By The female doesn't want to take risk because she doesn't want to put whatever is remaining at stake. She wants to preserve it for her. Here in case of children, it's the employees. So when there is a crisis time, the male brain will think, oh my God, that's a good time. I should invest in real estate. I should invest in gold. I should acquire new market, new companies. I should do merger and all these things. But the female brain will say, no, we should save our funds. What is the reserve fund we are having right now? This is a very natural thing. Why it is important for you to know? When you are making the enterprise risk committee, make sure you have balance of both female and male, because we need to have both the sides. You cannot have only one side over the other. When it comes to negotiation, female is good to negotiate for others compared for themselves. So if I have to negotiate for, say, Mervat, like she deserves a salary hike. If I go and talk about her, I will put a very good data point and I will give the reasoning, everything, so that she deserves a promotion. But if I have to go for myself, I will not do that. How you can use this data? When you talk about your own growth, talk about you as a third person. So your brain will support that function. Because now Neetu is a third person. She's not a first person right now for me. So negotiation, male are better than female. We have to learn those skills. So don't copy male leadership style. You are very different neurologically, so you need to have your own style. So this is the second rule we are breaking. When we talk about male and female are same, no, they are not same. But nobody is better than other. Does anyone know what is this one? 261, what is expression number? 5 minutes. What is that number? Yes. Please take it. This is the last one we are making.
She is the first woman to run marathon.
Yes. In 1965, she was the first woman to run marathon. Before that, nobody was allowed to run. Women were not allowed to run because doctors declared that physically they are not fit to run the marathon. And when she ran for 42 kilometers, 42.195 kilometers in 4 hours and 20 minutes. And after that, she was healthy. So it was okay. You can see that the co-organizer is pushing her away, and her boyfriend and running partner pushed away that person, the organizer, and allowed her to run. So she was the first one to do it. In your field, you may be doing something which is for the first time. Nobody has done before. And it's okay to gather courage. It's okay if you're not ready for it. Just go ahead. Even if you're 10% prepared, go for it. I give my example. Sometimes I get keynote assignment, like say, for financial CFOs I have to speak. I just say yes. After that I sit and think, oh my God, what am I going to talk about? So, but when you have the end result, you'll figure out how to do things. So believe in your gut feelings and just go ahead with that. When female wants something in life, they are aggressive. When male wants something, they are ambitious. So we have different vocabulary for male and female. Okay, this is the HBR, the Harvard Business Review data is there. The male gets more objective feedback and they hear more positive words compared to negative words. But female gets more subjective feedback and she gets more negative feedback compared to positive feedback. So it's across the industry. It is happening with female, and if we have to change the narrative, we need to start giving good feedback to each other. This we have seen. So you spoke about that. How do we start with the child from the childhood? What stories you are building with your girls? Are you giving them the Cinderella who's waiting for the Prince Charming to come and live happily ever after? Or the seven dwarf who's just like trying to get away from evil mother and again live happily ever after? Or you are giving her the stories of Mulan, who fights for the honor of her father and saves the entire China. Or the Mirinda, who tells a story of, okay, I don't want to marry. She tells her mom and she fights and she wants to live her own dream. Or you are giving the story of the Mulan, who fights, who's one intellectual, political person who went all the way to US to get the dignity of her country back. What stories you are telling your daughters will define how far they will go in leadership journey tomorrow. So we have to start changing narration today if we want to change narration tomorrow. So results, competency alone will not give. We need to have confidence as well. Then only we will be getting the results. And who knows this person? She has a big role to play inclusion. In 1955, there was an old, tired lady in Alabama, US. She refused to give the seat to a white passenger. She was a black lady, and her name is Rosa Parks. And she played a very significant role because after that, refusing to give the seat, there was a big boycott on the buses, riots were there, and that changed the narration that we need to be more inclusive. So you may come across some time in your life where you have to just stand up. You'll be standing all alone. Nobody will be there with you. Do it for your daughters. Don't do it for anyone else. Just do it for your daughter. Sometimes I feel I have to give up in my life. And I said, no, if I today give up, my daughter will not have the chance. So you have to speak up and you have to do things. So what is the first rule we have broken? Quickly. We are no more good girls. We are brave girls, right? The second one, don't copy anyone's leadership style. Own your leadership style. And the third one is don't compromise. Never, ever, ever compromise. If you feel that you deserve a CEO position, go and ask for it. You ask it and you will get it. And the last thing I want to say, and I want to repeat it 10 times more, be the first woman, but don't be the last one. Create your legacy, build your new leaders, and I think that's what Women Board of Directors are doing. They're trying to bring new leaders. Thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you so much.